During a briefing on his Madison Square Garden rally, Mayor Eric Adams says Trump is not a fascist. It's Monday, October 28th, and this is your New York Daily News. Monday's forecast calls for sunny skies in New York City with a high near 63 and a low near 51. Before today's top story, Queens Assemblyman Zoran Mamdani announced Tuesday he's running against Mayor Adams in next year's Democratic primary election, becoming the youngest and most left-leaning candidate in the increasingly crowded 2025 race. Mamdani, a member of the New York City chapter of the Democratic Socialists of America, told the Daily News that his decision to launch a 2025 campaign is in part motivated by the fact that Adams is under federal indictment. It's definitely one factor, but the Adams mayoralty has been failing New Yorkers for much longer than since he got indicted, said Mamdani, 33 years old, who opened a 2025 mayoral campaign account Tuesday that officially allows him to start raising money for his bid. City Hall is engulfed in corruption, but it's the outrageous cost of living that most New Yorkers are worried about, and Eric Adams has no answers to this crisis. In fact, he has made it worse. Adams has pleaded not guilty to criminal charges, alleging he took bribes from Turkish government operatives in exchange for political favors. A spokesman for Adams' re-election campaign didn't immediately return a request for comment on Mamdani's broadsides. Find the latest on this story and more right now at nydailynews.com. Mayor Adams defended Donald Trump Saturday against recent bombshell allegations by a former White House aide that the former president is a fascist who said positive things about Adolf Hitler and his Nazi generals. "I have had those terms hurled at me," Adams said at a press conference at police headquarters in Manhattan on security efforts for Trump's Sunday rally at Madison Square Garden. "I know what Hitler has done, and I know what a fascist regime looks like. Trump has nothing to do with either," he said, referring to reports former Trump Chief of Staff John Kelly said the former president told him, quote, "Hitler did some good things," unquote, and expressed admiration for the loyalty of his Nazi generals. Earlier in the press conference, Adams had implored New Yorkers to take down the temperature. Rather than causing problems in the city, he urged New Yorkers to participate in the democratic process by voting. The intense political divides could come into play over the weekend as Trump, who has faced 2 attempted assassinations in the last year, tries to make a play for New York. The city, Adams vowed, has taken precautions to ensure the safety of everyone. No police department is better prepared, equipped, and trained to handle these events than the NYPD, Interim Police Commissioner Thomas Donlan said. Preparations have been in the works since September. There will be drone teams, counterterrorism units, heavy weapons teams, and a transit footprint, to name a few, with many working in tandem with federal officials at a joint operations center, Chief John Schell said. While they are anticipating protests, we are not tracking any specific credible threats to the event, NYPD Deputy Commissioner of Intelligence and Counterterrorism Rebecca Weiner said. According to Schell, the department has dealt with approximately 4,300 protests in the last year. While the NYPD respects free speech, there will be zero tolerance for disruption, destruction, or criminality, Weiner said. Closures will go into place as early as 2 a.m., with a rally slated to last from 2:30 p.m. to 6:30 p.m. The garden is set to accommodate 19,000 attendees on a first-come, first-served basis. We're applying a lot of resources to this, not just because of the hypothetical what-ifs, but because of everything we're seeing unfold across the country and around the world, Weiner added. For more on this story and for the latest in New York City politics, visit nydailynews.com and follow us on social media at nydailynews. Thanks for listening. My name is Imran Sheikh.
Spoken Layer.